So, Steve's in my closed guard here like this. Obviously, you pretty much always want to break posture, okay? So if Steve's up here like this, it's going to be really hard to get any sort of choke. Good basic way to do it, try and bring both hands inside. As soon as you can open space from their hands, you're going to pull your knees towards your chest, and that's going to break their posture, okay? Just like hold them down around the head or over the shoulders, enough so that your first hand, palm facing forward, because you want your thumb side of your wrist to be digging into their neck. You want to get this nice and high, pretty much as deep as you can, here like this. Even now, if Steve's trying to posture up, that's not necessarily the end of the world. I can use like both hands, and I just want to like keep driving. Like your thumb should at least be at the back of their neck from here, okay? Now, it's really important, as soon as you get like a good collar grip and you want to look for the choke, it is important to start to try and hide your elbow. Because if Steve comes underneath this elbow with that hand, I'm pretty much never going to choke him. It's the same when we do it from mount. So straight away, once I've got this deep, I want to like pull him down and hide my elbow against his chest, like that, okay? So when he tries to get underneath the arm, that avenue should be blocked, all right? It's usually traditionally taught, well, it was taught to me traditionally, that your other hand kind of comes in like this, but I think no one will fall for that. Well, very rarely will anyone fall for that, because if he starts to posture up now, like I already start to lose it, okay? So I think it's much better if we can get this arm down and tight to the chest. We're going to reach over the top to maintain control of his posture. So if Steve tries to posture up here, it's going to be really difficult, okay? Now, we're going to finish the choke, but I actually want you to try and get your legs in position first, because it's going to give you a chance to go for the armbar as well. So usually Steve's hands are going to be working at defending from my hands. So once you've got this grip, your first hand deep, your left hand over the top and locking him down. I want you to put your left foot on the hip, move your hips out to the side, cut your leg high, and then try and lock off over the shoulder. So see how his shoulder's caught in here? So here, once I've got this, my legs can also do a good job of breaking his posture too. So I'm going to pull my knees towards the chest. So even if I let go with my hands, if Steve tries to posture here, there should be some difficulty, okay? So we're here, nice deep grip, elbow's going to go tight, like this, and I want to reach over the top, hold him down, and once I'm here, I want to get my hips out to the side. So you either open your legs and turn, or put your foot on the hip, turn, as he's defending, I'm going to come over the top of the shoulder, and lock in here, okay? Now, Steve's basically got two options here. If he starts trying to posture away, that's going to give me a good chance at attacking the armbar. If he starts trying to defend the armbar, he's going to be moving forward, and it's going to let my hand come over the top and start to attack the cross choke, okay? When I want to finish the cross choke, my knees are going to go towards my chest, my elbows will pull towards me, and then flare out, okay? So, we'll work the armbar second, let's just work the cross choke for now. So, make sure your closed guard's locked tight, clear their arms, break the grip, break their posture, and you get your right hand as deep as possible. From here, we're going to reach over the top like this, hold them down, and then the person's going to put their hands in to start defending. Okay? Foot goes on the hip, bring your hips out to the side, lock off over the shoulder, here like this. The person will drive towards you to defend. We're going to swing our elbow over the top of the head so that our forearms are both across the neck. Pull in, and then flare the elbows. One more time. So reach this nice and deep through here. Steve starts to defend, so I start to work my legs up to catch his shoulder like this. If he goes to move forward to defend that, my elbow is going to swing over the top, forearms tight together, pull towards me, flare the elbows, you get the finish. Okay, let's try that. 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, I can't stress enough the importance of, like I could have just shown this, I definitely could have shown this, just like grab here, you do this, and wow, we've choked him. But if we switch it up, and Steve's doing that to me, like as soon as I see that coming now, if Steve does that, then I just go, okay, well I'm just going to keep my head here. and I'm going to defend. Yeah, and if that's the only attack he's going for, we can sit there forever and nothing happens. Okay, so in jiu-jitsu, you really want to have, you give them two options and they're both bad. Okay, so when Steve gets the setup just like before, but now starts to trap my shoulder in. Yeah, like this. Okay, once he's open with that shoulder, if I'm just chilling here, then he might start threatening the arm or the choke, and I have to decide. To defend the armbar, I want to stack him so my elbow is bent and it's hard for him to lift the elbow, but that gives him the choke. To defend the choke, I tend to want to like potentially move away and sort of block like this, or maybe even just stay where I am. Okay, but either way, starting to set up the armbar will get a reaction out of me. Okay, so let's just work the armbar from here as well. Same grips for Steve. He gets to here. But this time, maybe either stay still or start to kind of back away, and I'll talk about it. Yeah. Okay, so we've broken the posture. We get our right hand in, nice and deep, like this. I start to bring my hips out to the side, and I trap over the shoulder, like this. Okay. So for the armbar, when I feel like I've got good enough control over this shoulder, we should already almost be there. I'm going to start to cut my left leg really high underneath the armpit and chop down. So when he tries to posture, he won't be able to do that. My right hand's also going to help with the posture, so I wouldn't actually let that go at this stage. And I'm just going to straight out try and push his head away so my left leg can go over the top. Now, don't cross your feet. The reason why you don't cross your feet, and sometimes you'll break this rule, but you're allowed to break this rule if you're still doing the right pressure with your legs. The reason I say don't cross your feet is a lot of people will cross their feet and they try and squeeze, they try to hold the armbar by squeezing their feet together, their knees together. Like that's how you're trying to control the elbow. If I'm trying to control the elbow by squeezing my knees together, Steve, pull your elbow out. I'll lose the arm altogether, okay? So what I want generally is my knees tight, but actually curling my heels down towards my butt. Pull your arm out. So I can finish the armbar nice and easy. So it's the curl with my feet that locks his shoulder in, not trying to squeeze. And that's why we say, when people say don't cross your feet, it's not that the crossing's bad, it usually means your force is like being applied like this, okay? So I still can technically cross my feet, but curl and try and pull your arm out, and we're fine, yeah? So you can do it. It's just often if you're doing it, you might be a sign that you're applying pressure in the wrong direction, okay? So we're here, like this. We got to this position just like before. Foot goes on the hip. I lock over the shoulder. Make sure you got a good angle, so you cut your right leg nice and high. Push the head away. Pinch your knees together, and curl your feet down. Just stop here. Keep hold of the collar. And I want the person to try and pull their arm out. Okay? If they can't pull their arm out, then we're allowed to go to the wrist. Let go of the collar. Both hands. Thumb points up or away from you. And we lift our hips. And we straighten the elbow. Break the posture, get the good collar grip, got our hand over the top, we're ready to set up the choke. Steve starts sort of defending by bringing his arms in, so I move my hips, and I lock over the shoulder, like this. From here, I'm going to start to push the head away, swing my leg over, and curl my feet nice and tight, like this, knees together. Steve tries to pull out, can't, go to the end of the levers, which is the wrist, both hands, and lift the hips. Let's go, guys. 3 minutes each. 3, 2, 1.